In today's video, we'll be doing a review on Hollywood Dream the Ride at Universal Studios Japan. So, I've ridden this last year, 2024, and I'm going to tell you guys about it. But this is David Jealous' video, so I'm just going to be borrowing this clip from him today. So, really quick before we move forward, I did not experience the Hollywood Dream the Ride backdrop, but I did only the forward facing, and so just to keep in mind that this is not going to be regarding to the backdrop as well. This is only going to be the original ride experience, which is the front facing. So till then, let's get to the review. So you're going to be climbing to your 144 foot lift hill. Not a big drop, and it's not too tall, and this is the noon Saram's video. Technically we had to do something, but technically not a big drop. It's not really that intense of a coaster. It's just a mini hypercoaster, so as you can tell, the drop isn't too big at all. In some hills you may get some airtime though. I think this hill you get some airtime, and then you kind of turn around and do this hammerhead turn in front of the buildings. These are probably hotel buildings in front of you. And you will be just kind of turning around and doing some airtime hills. So this one I believe gives you airtime. This airtime hill right here gives you airtime. But the other one over here, just about happening right now, this one doesn't really give you airtime, which is pointless of the ride. I wish that wasn't there. And then after that you finally get another airtime. That one I think you get airtime on that one, and then you get airtime here, and then you hit the brakes. And then you do this kind of like wave turn thing as you drop out of the mid-course brake run, and then you finally do this like helix, going up, this upwards helix that you're going to, and finally, yeah, you're basically gonna go over the water while you're in the helix, and then you do this little dip, and then the ride is pretty much over. It's pretty short, but technically not really a good hyper. It's just like a mini hyper, nothing too special. It's just a mini hyper, and yeah, it's an okay coaster. David Jealous clip that I'm borrowing, but the ride, it gives you airtime here and there, but there are some parts that doesn't really give you like much airtime, like that hill, that third hill after the first drop and turnaround. So after that hill, returning to the station, basically that one hill over there before the brake run, my bad, is technically pointless of the ride. You don't really get airtime. Like that one, I think you don't get airtime, and then the other hill you don't get airtime. So it's just not really like a good hyper. I mean, it's an okay hyper, but since I rode this, I still like Mako at SeaWorld Orlando better. Of course, you're gonna be like, oh, this looks fun to ride, but maybe many coaster enthusiasts will be like, oh, it doesn't really look like a good hyper, so it's just like a tame one. So yeah, when it comes with hypercoasters, they go over 200 feet. So far, I think I've only ridden one hypercoaster, specifically by B&M, but I've ridden other ones, like one from Aerodynamics, Magnum XL 200, which is the worst one. Technically I won't compare it to this one, but I would compare this with Mako because they're both the same manufacturer. It's just that this one is a bit smaller. So of course I would probably prefer Mako at SeaWorld Orlando than this one. The positive G's on the hills, probably will get some G's on those hills, but technically the one in the middle, you might a little, but technically just not much airtime on that one. So when it comes to hypercoasters, Mako would probably be the superior one than this one. So this one is just like it's kind of like a mini Mako. So for me, it's just a small hyper. Technically, it looks like a kiddie coaster of a hypercoaster, but not technically. This is just like a small hyper. Could have been 200 feet, maybe more taller. Maybe I would have rated the ride more higher. But again, I'm going to give this score a 5 because it's an okay hyper, and technically I would have rated it higher if it was taller and faster, and maybe just redo the hills you know. Probably I would rate this a higher score, like maybe 6 or 7. So, and you know, if it was also a longer ride. However, maybe the way it's situated, because the amount of space they have available, this is all they can do. So I mean, if technically they had more room, then this would probably be a bigger hyper, and you know, a bigger drop, and maybe more airtime and stuff. You know, hypercoasters are technically more focused on airtime, but again, that's just what I think. And you know what, they're using this typical clamshell restraints as what B&M hypercoasters usually use, so it's comfortable. You feel exposed, you really get that airtime, you're feeling like you're getting ejected. But again, in some hills, not all of them. But technically, if they could have just redesigned the coaster, possibly make it bigger and more airtime, yeah, this would probably be a better ride out there. But technically, it is technically not a big hyper, so that's why it was a 5. But technically, maybe you might also agree that it might not be the best hyper also out there, but technically there are other B&M hypercoasters out there that I haven't ridden, so maybe someday in the future, but not right away. But who knows? Right now, that's all I thought. It's a comfortable ride, I'm not gonna lie. It's not rough or anything. It's an enjoyable ride, and you know, you might want to go on it again. So technically, that's a good one. Technically not the best though. Say it's an okay hypercoaster. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.